Alright, everyone, we are live, and today I'm going to be starting my playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. So recently on the channel we did a full playthrough of Fallout 3, our last RPG game we did before Fallout 3, and as I said we'll be doing Fallout New Vegas next. So, I am playing this game on console, believe it or not, chat. Because I tried to play this game on PC, and the game works on PC. I've got a bunch of mods. I fixed the PC version. The PC version practically runs flawless. But here's the problem with the PC version. If I have a single... I don't know what this shit is. Yeah, I don't care. Don't know why I've got to create a profile. I'm playing this on the Xbox Series X. Okay, there we go. We're in the game. So yeah, I had to buy this on Xbox because anytime I have any tabs open on PC, the game just lags. Yeah, it's fun. The game just lags. When I have any tabs, constant FPS drops, constant problems, and it's so annoying. The game runs flawless when I don't have a single Google tab open. Game runs flawless. It's the only game I've ever played on PC where if you have a single tab open, the game lags. The game constantly stutters, and it's really freaking annoying. And I've tried 2 streams in a row. If you've seen it on Wednesday, I tried one Wednesday, and I tried it Wednesday night. Tried to store. I had all the mods to fix the performance, absolutely everything, but there's no mods that fix the game's lag when you have tabs open on your computer. And I need tabs open on my computer when I'm streaming, just before I can see live chat and I can see YouTube in the background and all that type of stuff. But the good news is, I had to go out and buy the Xbox version, which costs 30 quid. Because ended up getting the Ultimate Edition, because the Ultimate Edition actually works out cheaper than the Game Pass version, because the Game Pass version doesn't give you the DLCs. No, you don't get a single DLC with the Game Pass version. Yet, probably, I bet I would get the DLC if I played it on PC, because most Game Pass games on PC do give you the DLCs, but they don't on console for some strange ass reason. Probably because Microsoft wants to make more money off that. What the fuck? Okay, we're just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna ignore that. I don't know why the stream just lagged for a split second. Fuck no, maybe then anyway. Shit. My internet's perfect. Today it's just been such an unlucky week for me, chat. Seriously, I don't know what's going on. It's just a really bad week. Hopefully that was just a one-off connection error, and that doesn't happen again. You know, if the game starts running into major issues again, I'm just gonna outright not do Fallout New Vegas on the channel. Sorry, chat, but. I don't know why the stream like that. That's weird. Here we are. So there's a lot of Fallout 2 references in this game. It's kind of crazy. A lot of original Fallout games, so we do expect this. But I think that the games tell me that you're not allowed to stream this game. You're not allowed to stream the game. Is that true? So there's no subtitles on this, by the way. But I have subtitles on, but you don't get any subtitles in the intro. Or never change.
When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes.
I'm sorry for any double audio, by the way. It just happens when I stream a game on console.
As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves, forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots.
It's got a great intro
You
though.
are a
Probably
courier,
kills you everything.
hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Such a great intro. Some days I wish I played this for the first time. Alright, so yeah, the DLCs are working. You know, it was a nightmare to install the DLCs on this because you get the ultimate, the ultimate edition gives you 2 discs, and the Xbox Series X is kind of weird. Like you install one disc, but then the disc 1 doesn't give you the DLCs, but disc 2 does, and I had to look that up online, and it was a nightmare to get the DLCs. But the DLCs are now working.
How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Alright. Names, as I said countless times before, but the names in these types of games don't really matter, because they don't say your name at all in the game. Like, see that thing in Starfield? I don't know if you guys seen the Starfield Direct thing, but it literally said Howard or something like that in the trailer, and I'm like, that's not going to be a thing in the game. That is not going to be a thing in the game. Unlikely. I mean, it might be, but I highly doubt it. But the only best game I've ever played where the characters will actually say your name in dialogue is... the one I've played is Morrowind. They probably say it in Daggerfall and Arena 2 if you type your name in. But the game has text-to-speech. And the other games as well, I guess, is the Knights of the Republic games when alien species speak to you, even though they clearly don't say your name and they're just speaking gibberish.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Okay.
How'd I do?
So the character customization in this game practically looks the exact same as Fallout 3. So we'll go with preset 2. I'm going to be rushing the character creator a little bit quick because I literally spent ages doing this on the 2 times I wanted to do a playthrough of this in the last few days. So weird how age works. Why do you turn yellow when you get old in this franchise, in this game? That is so weird. Old people have yellow faces apparently. We turn into Simpsons in this universe. Seriously, we turn into the Simpsons. when we get old. So we got a decent amount of haircuts. Pretty much all the same as Fallout 3. I think there might be a few other ones that are not in Fallout 3, but it's mostly the same. We'll go with, I mean, hairstyle doesn't matter too much in these games because I normally do play these games in first person. Just because... I'll go with Busker. Here. We'll go black hair colour. Black does look so weird in this game, like it's shiny. I don't know what it is, why it's like shiny like that, but strange. Then we'll add some beards. What's so weird about this game as well, it's got like double the amount of beards as it does hairstyles. I don't get that. Like the designers spend more time making fucking beard moustaches than they did fucking hair. It's for real, man. For real. Yeah, I think that was just a one-off, that little streamline brother with chat. I think that was just a one-off, and then it must have went bad for a split second. I'm using not a USB, I'm using an Ethernet, so we shouldn't have any problems at all. I think I like 200 megs, so... Who knows, maybe that was just an unlucky minute. We'll go, you know, I'm gonna make the hair a little bit longer, actually. Make the hairstyle just a little bit longer than this. We'll go to this one actually. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I mostly do play these games in first person anyway. Third person I just think it's not really good in these games. Now, it's going to be interesting as well because this playthrough is vanilla Fallout New Vegas. I'm used to playing this game slightly modded, not like graphics wise. I don't care about graphic mods. I'm not really into graphic mods, but stuff like attachments and stuff like that, and more loot, and you can actually find some of the legendary weapons in the world occasionally. It's gonna be interesting playing this game in vanilla.
Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
I do apologize for any double audio.
But
There's nothing I can do. What happens when I stream on console? Really like to do it on PC, but
why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
And since we have so many issues this game, I'm probably going to do 2 streams in a row this. I'm going to stream on Saturday this week since I can stream it all Wednesday. I think. See how I feel at the end of the day.
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
I'm also used to getting perks every level, so getting perks every 2 levels can be interesting. So pretty much the exact same stats as Fallout, all the Fallout games. Apart from 1 and 2. 1 and 2's got a bit more options. So with strength, perspective, endurance, charisma. Charisma's practically useless in these games. I think it just gives you some neat dialogue with companions, and that's about it. Intelligence is really good, really important. Agility's important, but not essential. Luck's quite important as well. I'd actually say luck's extremely important in this game, so we're going to put luck right up to 9. We're not going to put it to 10 because you can get a free luck later in the game. By using an operation, we can get a free luck, so we can get the luck up to 10 doing that. Charisma's practically pointless in this. So we'll put the intelligence up. We need to put strength up so we can carry some more weapons. We need to put perspective up. Strength 7 is quite good. Obviously strength 8 can carry absolutely everything. But I don't really use heavy weapons in these types of games. So yeah, we want intelligence up so we get more. Intelligence gives us more points, or skill points, so intelligence is useful in the early game regardless. Charisma's practically pointless. Endurance is effective. Perspective is very useful for one reason in particular. You need perspective if you're going to get access to like more before I can get more attitudes. You need perspective high. All right, I think that'll be us. I think that's us. I think we're good. He's probably gonna say something.
Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in the bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. He says that online. Like something, if you don't see the luck line, if you have your luck slide behind, sometimes he says that bullet. How did that bullet not hit you? So you got right back out.
I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
So we're gonna be playing this as quite a good character, but chat, I did a community poll before we started to play through this, and you guys all voted. I gave you the option: what faction are we siding with in this game? You guys all voted Caesar Legion. You guys all voted Caesar's Legion. Yeah, you voted Caesar Legion. You all voted Caesar's Legion. Yeah, I'd be honest, if you said dog to me, well, I probably would say cat. It's the opposite.
House.
Burglary, removal, target, investment, demolition. I'd say investment, actually.
Night.
Campfire, dream, shroud, sleep, treasure, silencer, dream.
Bandit.
Bribe, crush, stab, Swiss cheese, vaporize, reasonable. I would say bribe for the first option potentially.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
Genius. Cookie jar. Stamina. Talent. Regret. Human shield. Wow. What sex cycle you must be.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I would say, if I'm comparing myself to real life, I would say agree. I wouldn't say strongly agree, I would say agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Depends on the situation. If I looked at my real life life, do I like to rely on others? Sometimes. I'd say no opinion.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
No, I'd actually disagree with that. I don't care about attention. But we all care about some sort of attention, obviously, with the YouTube channel. But if I strongly disagreed, I would not be streaming. Let's just say that.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
So to embrace new ideas. I like the idea of new ideas. I do like to listen. It's so hard to judge something when you're not like a. It sounds so hard to like judge something like this when you're not like the boss. I just plays how Mortal Fallout New Vegas is. Yes, Fallout New Vegas, easily the best Fallout game in the franchise, followed by Fallout 2. See, disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
I know these answers don't really matter, but I'm trying to look at this from perspective of what would I do in real life. I just charge my problems head on. I'd say agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
These paintings are always funny because you can never really tell what these paintings actually are, and I don't think any of the answers to these paintings are actually accurate to what I see. Chemical, like that does not look like a chemical reaction. Shadow on the door frame. Always I'm good. Angry two-headed man. Say the first one of those.
Okay. How about this one?
Shapers art. Spaceship technology. Too embarrassed to see what it looks like. I think I know what that is. I think I know what he means by that. I think I know what it... Yeah. I'm surprised there's not an Evo option where you can actually see what that actually is.
Last one.
Good mantra.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay. So we're not specialised in melee weapons and none. Do sneak, because since you guys all voted in the community polls for Caesar's Legion, and since the NCR have most missions in the game, we're going to have to try and keep a good relationship with the NCR until the end of the game, which is going to be hard. But plus the NCR have a lot more missions than Caesar's Legion, so I gotta keep good relations with them until the very end of the game. It's gonna be hard. Can't believe you guys all voted for Caesar's Legion though. If you want me to side with Caesar's Legion in this playthrough, you're all nuts. I mean, if you guys voted for Mr. House or Yes Man, I'd be fine, but you're voting for Caesar's Legion. You maniacs.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Family history gets shot in the head. So these are the tryouts. This game also introduced these as well. And though they might be in the original Fallout games. Oh, we also have a twin. That is so bad. Like, your weapons break so much faster, but you only get a base 3% chance of crit hit. That doesn't really mean much. You gain one special attitude while outside, but suffer while indoors. You're alright outside quite a lot in Fallout New Vegas, but at the same time, like Blue Worlds, you're quite inside a lot in that DLC. When we get to, we'll be doing the DLCs at the end, of course. I think they should have been one also the opposite way. When using weapons, less accurate. I'd rather wear armor than I would rather wear a power helmet than glasses. Get 5+ skills to batter, medicine, repair, and science will have us. Both of guns. To be honest, that's not too bad considering the fact that I don't really use them. Yeah. Don't care about heady hand. That is really good, that perk, but the problem with that is it's just not good in the early game. Good perk if you have no DLC. In fact, this isn't even in the. I don't even think you can even get this perk if you don't have any DLC installed. Oh yeah. Well, Wasteland's a cool one, so we're gonna do Scout because Scout's really good. Scout's the best. Minus 10% experience, you can solve that. That can instantly get. You can unlock a perk that gives you 10% increased experience. There you go. That perk's fixed. So go Wild Wasteland because Wild Wasteland's kind of cool. Skills easily the best, I would say.
I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
The minus 10% XP experience is literally nothing. And the stash looks a bit weird. But luckily you can't see each other. You can't see your character in first person though. That's just it. Too late now. Too late now, chat.
Here, these are yours. It was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through.
Hello, sweet. Welcome
I know
back.
what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert.
Didn't you vote in the community poll for what faction I'm siding
I
with?
reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Okay, we're not going to play in hardcore mode.
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can.
Nice speech check.
Of course. You've been through a lot. Ain't much, but these'll do you right if the pain flares up.
Yeah, didn't you vote in the community poll for what faction I'm siding with?
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After
So you
that,
know you know.
I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people
Yeah,
with
let's
medical
check people
know-how
one
are
last
hard to
time.
come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
Yeah. Alright, I just checked the community poll right here. Chat, in fact, I'll show you right now on the screen since I've got the screen up. You know what? I'm just going to show you who you all voted for. I brought it up earlier in the stream, but I'm going to straight up show you, just in case everybody thinks I'm talking bullcrap. Here we are. Look. This is who you all voted for. This is who you all voted for. You want me to side with this faction. You all voted for this, by the way. You all voted for this faction, which is going to make the playthrough a slightly bit harder because they don't have a lot of side quests. They don't have a lot of side quests in the game, but it's all right. I think I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm mostly gonna work with the NCR, but my objective in the game is I'm not allowed to annoy Caesar's Legion whatsoever. So I can work with other factions, but I'm not allowed to make Caesar's Legion they don't like me. That's what the trade-off's gonna be. But just because a lot of the missions in this game aren't the Caesar's Legion only has about 5 quests in the game compared to the other factions.
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it.
Okay.
That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean because he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that he keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him?
Yeah, great. Find it easy enough.
I didn't see him or the men with him.
Okay, so he doesn't know who it
Your
was.
best bet would probably...
Alright, easy enough. Alright, let's just change what we're wearing. There's no stats for me seeing. Not bad. Explosive 24. Arms 5. Okay. Yeah. We know what PM's looks like. So we'll go with we'll look like armor for now. 10mm pistols are quite a bit better than the 9mm. Get rid of the spears and get rid of this stuff. Now we'll be focusing on me. I don't know. I'm not a melee weapon type person. Wow, you can only say this 100 times on Xbox. Seriously? Huh. No, you get not 100 saves. Oh, no, that's not too bad. Yeah, I forgot how much this game blinds you. To be honest, Fallout 3 does the same thing. These are the DLCs. Yeah. Don't care. We'll be doing them much later.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Okay.
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Victor.
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, anyway, it's a right peaceful...
I wonder if there are any other robots that missed out, like placed around the like faraway lands that weren't just Victor.
I'm a Securitron. Robco.
Okay. Okay, so blah 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 on DLCs. So unfortunately, as this is the Xbox version, I don't. Unfortunately, can't mod the Xbox version with a bunch of patches, so There might be some strange bugs that I'm going to encounter in this game, potentially. Unfortunately, that I've never experienced before, because I've always played the PC version with a bunch of mods installed, because the PC version doesn't really work on vanilla, unfortunately, on modern computers.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
This game has a lot of ammo types, which is kind of interesting.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect.
Okay.
You can...
Enough.
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual.
What's a cool feature about this game is though, let's see what this is now.
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
So what's the picture?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. House won't be a problem.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
I just realised one thing as well here, chat. Since I have to play this on console, I unfortunately can't install mods, so I don't have the mod that gives the game like a true ending. So whenever you complete the Hoover Dam battle, whoever wins the Hoover Dam battle like has troops over the land in that, which is kind of cool. Like I've done it twice. I did it as what faction? Mr. House's faction. So like Sewerturn robots are like over the map if you get through that ending, which is kind of cool. Or you can make Caesar's Legion control the whole map. Really cool mod.
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. Can do.
What I'll say about the Ken fans is actually at least the Great Khans. For fuck's sake. Okay, let's see what we can get rid of. Broad Mistray, because I'm not using melee weapons. I'll get rid of the full spears because I'm using melee weapons. Talking about the Great Khans, don't all the Great Khans, most of them get killed off if you, at the end of the game, if you side with Caesar's Legion, which is kind of funny. Let's see. So about the silencer, sure. I'll give them some that does more damage, that's what we repair, I suppose. What are we doing? I just realised, chat, I completely forgot to loot the guy's house before I went out here. I completely forgot to loot the Doc's house.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I completely forgot to loot the Doc's house before I went out of it. So if I go back to the Doc's house now, I'm pretty sure it's all going to be considered stealing. If I take any item out of the house now. Damn, I completely forgot about that. When you first start the game out, you can loot anything in here and it's not considered stealing. I bet now it's considered stealing either. No, is it? No, it's not considered stealing. Yet. It's not useful for you. It's type of medicine stuff I want though. Yeah. No, I think it's whenever you start whenever you complete the tutorial, I'm pretty sure it's considered stealing. If you take anything from you. Okay. No super sting packs. Hopefully. You know, they'd be enough, and I might as well pick them up. Okay. Empty. Okay, I think that's me got everything I wanted to get. Yeah, it's fridge maybe. Nothing in the oven. Nah, I'm not important. Okay. It's not like Fallout 4. In Fallout 4, you like pretty much have to pick up everything because you need them for the settlements. I like it with the older Fallout games, man. Fallout 4, like Fallout, the older Fallout games actually kind of feel like true RPG games. Camera's pretty much useless in Fallout New Vegas. Like, the camera doesn't even make sense in this game. Like, you can make, like, a bunch of bad camera options, but if you make one good camera option, it's, like, 10 times more powerful than a good camera option. I don't know. Fuck it, it's because this game was rushed.
Howdy.
You can blame Bethesda
What
for
can
that. They
Easy
forced
Pete
the city
do
to bring
for
this
you?
game 6 months early.
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chem. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
I will say, at least the raiders in this game actually have, like, factions. Like, you get the Fiends. Technically, the Great Khans technically are raiders, though they're a different type of raiders. But I do kind of like that raiders actually they have some kind of, like the actual proper factions. Like, it's not like just Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, where they're just called raiders. Like, they wouldn't just be called, they wouldn't call themselves raiders. Like, they'd probably be an actual gang or something. They would call themselves that, not just raiders.
Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Primm don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and And then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
Okay.
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic.
Alright.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Okay.
Howdy.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll hit. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Maybe he's done doing this. I actually know how to play the game, but I want to get XP. You'll get XP if you don't know that. So it's not completely worthless. Let's equip the Warren rifle. Ashford's the one. The stealth playstyle balancement's a bit better in this game as well. It's like if you be stealthy and you get good kill, good crits, you can pretty much one-shot anything. Once you got the right weapons, of course. It's not like Fallout 3 where the enemy's health caps really strange. Like you get to a certain point of Fallout 3 where enemies can just tank headshots from snipers from a crit hit stealth kill, and I don't get that. That doesn't happen in this game as badly. Like you can one-shot breath balls in this game. You get the anti-material rifle, you have stealth max now. You get a crit on. It's quite useful. Can't do that in free. Your best bet is just stealth.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the... See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along.
Sure.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
stealing my XP, man.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Nice. Yeah, Fame. Fame's a really cool mechanic in this game. Like your actions actually have consequences on this game. Like, that's the problem with the other Fallout games. Like the other Fallout games, you can go around, kill everybody in the fucking town, then obviously you can't kill the essential NPCs, but then you come back and they're like, oh, you're not a mass murderer, just killed a bunch of people in this town. No, we forgot about you. We don't know who you are.
Now that was some good work.
With this game, you can't do that.
Exciting there at the end.
Technically, you can.
Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Sure.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me.
Okay. Just gonna save it because we are playing non-modded Fallout New Vegas. This game not modded it's not as bad on the console, but the game can crash quite a bit. Non-modded. You can Fallout 3 to be honest. But Fallout does tend to run better on console than it does PC when it comes to consistency. Which is also nice as well is this game actually gets an FPS boost on Series X, so the game actually does play at 60 FPS instead of 30, which it did on 360. So they, nah, actually do have a value, but not the way. So sure at these things. Yeah. Not lock. Okay, I don't have the science skills? Yeah, I do. Okay, so I have the science skills. Alright, let's see. Right, so I think you can get rid of these. I like refresh. Okay. There we go. Easy enough. I actually watched a video actually how to use the hacking in this game. Actually how the hacking works now, because I didn't have a freaking, like, the tutorial doesn't tell you that well how the hacking works. Okay. We'll get some stuff. Stealth boy this early in the game. Nice. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Nuka-Cola truck. Okay. We've already been streaming this for 50 minutes. Whoa, that's crazy. 50 minutes, jeez. We're only streaming this for like 20 minutes. Freaking hell, man. Well, wow, that's kind of crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Didn't know we were already 50 minutes into the stream. Jeez, man. I mean, I'm gonna be taking the additional route, the normal route in this playthrough, by the way, chat. I'm not gonna be taking the fast route because you miss a bunch of content if you take the fast route. Bunch of side quests. Yeah, the story really does not want me to get to level 2. I think it's possible to get to level 2 in this thing. This is ramen rifle. Empty balls. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to leave this area already. Alright, that's fine. So, actually, I'm gonna change something about him. The moustache just looks really, really weird. I don't know what it is. Next. Yeah, the moustache. Nah, it just looks really, really strange in the character. It looks a bit. Even find another one. Sure, why not? It looks not bad. The last one looked kind of like I hit my stuff. Yes. Alright, let's see. So we'll change this to what I had it previously, so we'll go up to 9 luck. Put intelligence, charisma's down. Put strength up 2. Put intelligence up an additional 1. Okay. Which is weapon, carrier, and health, so that's useful. Perspective is useful for something else as well, like how many extra stuff you can get. Some kill charge. Uranium is so accurate I can make some. Okay. Okay. Bonus environment resistance. Charisma. Charisma's pretty pointless in this. The only charisma does in Fallout New Vegas is like for certain companion dialogue. That's literally the only purpose charisma has in this franchise. We'll keep it the way it is. By the way, I'm doing this deliberately as well. There's a little method you can do if you do this. Yeah, finished. Yeah. Yeah. You know, chat. You know. You know what you can do in vanilla Fallout New Vegas, or the the skill shit. You can actually do that 3 times, by the way, to get your skill badges up extra 15 in total. You gotta go to the Blue World DLC though. That's where you can get the other 5. I mean, Fallout New Vegas, you actually can max out every skill. You just gotta get it level 50. Which you can't for free. Plus, the XP's a bit better in this game as well. Get a bit more in this. Yeah, I don't really know what that guy said about his Uranus, so I think that could make some such a random thing to put in a live chat. Probably some joke. Probably some joke. I don't get it though. Jankus. I don't know who that is. I do, but it's not fun. We all go on the wrong stream sometimes, I suppose. I've done it before as well. It's great. I'm going to be saving every now and then just because, yeah, it's not the PC version of a bunch of mods. PC version of a bunch of mods, I know the game will never crash. But, yeah, the Xbox version. I think the Xbox version is pretty good optimized. The PlayStation 3 version was pretty fucking rough. I played on the PlayStation 3 version when this game came out. Not as bad as Fallout 3. Fallout 3's PlayStation 3 version. I think it was a Skyrim's PlayStation 3 version is awful as well. Like the game is unplayable like after 80 hours in Save City. But strangely enough, Oblivion runs better on PlayStation 3 than it does on Xbox.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that camp.
Okay. Shishi.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the... Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say...
Okay.
Hi there, sticking around... Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Primm is the town with the roller coaster, straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful. I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rad scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live... Southeast of here is Primm. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
Do we know what the NCR?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up...
Yeah, a Deathclaw army.
If you want to know anything else...
Okay, easy enough. Well, we're playing this playthrough the way you're meant to play this game, though. I will be going down the south, then going like that, then up like that, to get to New Vegas. I'm not going to be, since this is a playthrough, I mean, if I'd done a playthrough of this before on the channel, I probably would go straight through Slogan and do the stealth fire where you can avoid all the flies, you can avoid all the death claws, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Play the game. We're gonna play the game the way the game was meant to be played. Pretty much. I probably will run into a few glitches though, because console versions you don't get the patches, unfortunately, like the community patch and all that. We probably will run into potentially bugs. That's the only downside of playing the console version, but well, the PC version just lags when I have tabs open, and there's no mods to fix that, unfortunately. In fact, I didn't see anybody talking about that online, but I mean, I guess a lot of people don't stream Fallout New Vegas, so probably that's fine. It's not a known issue. I spent a whole day trying to fix it, by the way, on PC. Yeah. Gonna get it to work. Streaming works flawless when I'm not streaming though. It's strange, but it really sucks because I like to play the PC version.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Got a special discount for you, after what you've done for us.
It's just a bunch of food stuff. Actually, that could be quite useful early in the game. We'll get that. Moonshine. Anything that I don't need. I bet you can't sell like the. I don't use the 9mm submachine gun to be honest in these types of games, so I'm gonna bin that. That'd be it.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
I actually do like to call them the Power Gangers because, as I said earlier, if this was a Bethesda Fallout game, they would just call them Raiders.
Alright. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the Strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Okay.
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
I wonder if there's anybody else like him. I've already forgot his name. The robot. Oh man, how did I forget his name? Victor. Victor, that's his name. I wonder if Mr. House used any of those other robots, like, to other parts of, like... There's probably something in the law that explains that, but like any other towns or something like that. Because I don't think that's a thing in the game. But, like, them states or something.
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Okay.
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store managed. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Primm.
Yeah, sure.
There's always something interesting going on. But the big...
Okay, we already know about the NCR moving. Okay. So where is this radio? Let's see, so... Let's get speech up. We're going... Get speech and bar as quickly as possible up to the max level, because speech and bar, you are using a lot of dialogue in this game. A lot of dialogue. Saying that, actually, I've actually already got close with the 29, that's fine. Okay, let's see, what do I want to do? Do 10% against spell conflicts, get dialogue. Dialogue, can't buy magazines last 3 times as long. You know what? No, Swift Learning is not the most. It's not the best perk, but since I've got skill and we're getting 10% minus XP, I'll add this back in. I'll add this perk. Then now the XP is going to be back to 100%. Yeah, I'm going to do that. The XP for now, the XP is just going to be back to what it was before I used Swift Learning. So I won't be getting 10% less XP now. It'll be the exact same as vanilla. Quite hard to get. You can't unlock every single perk on this in the vanilla game. You just because you only get a perk every 2 levels, which is a little bit unfortunate. I kind of wish you got a perk every level, considering the fact this game has like so many perks in the game, and the DLC perks as well. Don't know why I'm saving again.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play? Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
So, chat, if you're going to say who we're going to side with, you better say right now. See, if we're going to side with the Powder Gangers and get rid of Goodspring, you better say it right now in the chat. Because I'm giving you a choice here, but I mean, I personally think the Goodspring is option better than the Powder Gang option here, to be honest. But I'll give you a couple of minutes because I'm going to buy some ammo for this silencer real quick. So if you want me to side with the Powder Gangers, you better say it now. Hell with the Powder Gangers, of course. I knew somebody was going to say that.
You looking to buy some supplies?
I'm from Scotland.
Can do.
Let's get some silence weapons, man. I got an idea. I sighted the pound down. Where's that much? Let's get no ammo. 61.
Another satisfied customer.
I can't have that ammo now. Oh, yeah, I'm clicking up on the D-pad and it's not changing ammo type. Strange. Maybe the buttons are different on Xbox compared to what they are on PC. Try that again.
You looking to buy some supply?
Devil 2-2, ain't it? That seriously just made the most stupidest mistake I ever did. Yeah, it's 2-2-2. Strange. Oh, it's 2-2-2-L. Oh, it's LR. Right. I bought the wrong one, like a fucking moron. Oh well. You learn all the time.
Another satisfied customer.
Alright, fine. Alright, chat. I'll stick to what the chat said. I mean, I personally think it's better to say I actually prefer Goodsprings rather than the Powder Gangers, but... well, I'll wait to the rules for the community. Anybody else want to say ISA? Anybody else want to say anything else in the chat? Anybody else that's watching the stream want to say something else? Want to give another answer?
What do you want? He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo. No. I got a funny feeling about you. And there's no...
Ah, sure, whatever you say, Paul. I think he's still side of them. He's got to do something now. See if he has a funny feeling about me in a minute. You know, I was actually going to say the Good Spring, but well, somebody said that, so. But I am sticking to the community poll. I am sticking to what the community poll has asked it for in the chat, though. I am sticking to that, though. For the ending. But, I mean, technically this is a bad playthrough, I suppose. You guys all did vote for me to side with Caesar's Legion, so. In the community poll, so technically that's not the bad thing to do. I will be doing the NCR quest in this game though, because the NCR just has so much more content than Caesar's Legion. But I'll be trying to I will be pissing off Caesar's Legion, if you know what I mean. Just because there's just not a lot of Caesar Legion quests in the game. There's only like 5 in the game, compared to like the 50 NCR quests in the game. So side quest wise, so I'm gonna get. I guess I'm gonna be like a Caesar Legion spy or something like that, I suppose. Let's see what it says now.
What do you want now?
Is it Glash?
It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east.
Ah, so there's a glitch in this? Ah. Seriously? Oh, I'm sorry. Whoever said that, I'm sorry, Alex, but apparently the vanilla version of this game is bugged. Wow. That is so stupid. Hang on, what if I talk to him first before I talk to Rio? Let's see if it works this time. Because see, the community patch fixes this issue. The community patch fixes this problem. Didn't know that in the vanilla game. That's the only bad thing. I wish I could play. I wanted to play on PC, as I said countless times. Okay, so what was if I talk to him first? See if it changes.
What do you want? He's some would serve these idiots right if me. What the hell for? Just farmers and ranchers out here. Not much worth stealing. Shit, yeah. Mayor Cobb. I like the sound of that. Running my own town will give me more pull with the guys at the prison, too. First things first, though. You go settle things with Ringo and put a bullet between his eyes while I round up my crew and let them in on the plan. There are too many places to hide around here. He'd see me coming and then bam, I'm dead. He doesn't know you, though. He probably won't shoot right.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'll be here waiting for my friends.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, the community packs fixed that issue where if you choose to side with one faction and you change your mind midway through, he says, yeah, sure. It's not like he doesn't trust you. Or he doesn't trust you, but it doesn't break the quest with the community packs. So that quest will not get broken if you change the options midway through. That's the only bad thing about playing the Xbox version. Stuff. Actually, I don't have ammo on this one. No one's gonna put this in. I mean, it's pretty realistic, so they're in by himself.
That's close and we got. Yeah. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I saw you being awfully friendly.
How did you see me being awfully friendly? No, you didn't. That guy was lying like shit. He said somehow he seen me speaking to the powder ganger, even though the powder gang is literally hiding behind the building, and he's all the way up there. That does not make sense. He did not see me talk to the powder gang. I don't know what he's on about. Unless someone in the town said it to him, but even that doesn't.
You
make
looking to
sense.
buy some supplies?
That's fine.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Cool thing about this game is you can actually kill everyone. The only character you can't kill in the game is Jess, man. It's the only vulnerable character in the game.
What do you want now?
Okay, sir.
Good. We'll still need a plan before we rush the town. I don't want to embarrass myself and get beat by a bunch of townies. We ain't got much in the way of supplies. So if you could shake down the old doctor and the store owner for some stuff, we'd be in good shape. Once you're done with that stuff, or none of it.
Okay. There's an actual XP glitch here. You can do. If I can kill that guy without, if nobody sees me kill him, then I can shake down this guy, the armor store guy over and over and over and over and over again. But I was never gonna do that.
Howdy. Bad trouble.
You looking to buy some supplies? What? Why the hell would I want to do that?
Frick's sake, that will feel trades.
All right. I can give you some of my extra leather armor and spare ammo. Just don't hurt anybody if you don't have to, all right?
Just messed up killing this thing. Nobody else chat wanted to counter the guy's point. Even Evil plays up playthroughs. I prefer Good Spring and stuff with the powder gangs. But it's funny. But...
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see. Are you sure? What kind of injuries are we talking about? All right, that does sound bad. Here, take these. It should be enough. Good luck.
You think the doctor would be like, maybe I should come myself.
Beats being in a prison.
We ready to move or what? All right. We got all sorts of shit in here. Nice job. Better take some for yourself in case you get hit. Same old shit that's been going on for years. I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, I ain't saying I'm afraid of them.
Okay.
It's about time. I saw some of the townies gathering at the saloon, so we got a militia to take down.
Too bad still, it's not that good though. They're gonna detect me before I get from me. Yeah. Whatever. I was seeing if there was a way to not push it.
Never thought I'd ever have my own town. But thanks to you, now I do. If you want to make some caps, head on over to the correctional facility. Just tell them I sent you and you should get in without a problem. Keep a close eye on some of those bastards, though. Oh, not all Powder Gangers out there are friends of mine, like the group in Prim. They'll be gunning for you no matter what, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
I figure we'll hang around Goodsprings for a while. Maybe get some of the other gangs to join up with us. Won't kill anybody else unless we have to. Just as long... It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here. None of your damn business. Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys. Hey.
Poor dog. Poor doggy. People don't like me now, do they? Oh, merciful fuck. Alright. So we'll go to the correction facility now, so we can start. Actually, let's go to these guys first. What I really like about this game as well is like you actually repair the armor fully. Unlike Fallout 3. Fallout 3 you have to have a repair of 100 to repair anything fully, which is... Yeah, it's kinda annoying. It's not that bad, I suppose. This... Well, it's not like it right now, but... Good. Actually, can I look this guy? No, 5 will still be there. Let's go to... So I'm gonna just... Yeah, we'll go to the correction facility. Do some side quests there. And do that type of stuff. I just want to max out XP as much as possible. And this. I'm actually quite good at Fallout New Vegas when it comes to like side quest locations. I know most of them. I don't know every single one. Like, I don't know the location for that side quest where you got to like collect a bunch of creature eggs. I don't actually know where that's located, but that's quite a bad quest anyway, but... I know where most of the missions are in this game. So actually, I do prefer that about Fallout New Vegas over 3. Like, most of the side quests are in the way of the main quest. Like Fallout 3, at the start of the game, yes, some of the quests are in the way. Like 10 Power East Towers, kind of in the way of the main quest. Obviously, the Megaton quests are in the way of the main quest, so you can do them. But you got like quests that are like super far away. In Fallout 3, for example, the Save Children quest, like the Ant Town quest, like there's a good chance you'll miss that. Or like the Slave Town quest, because it's like super far away from where the main quest is located. It's got some flaws. when it comes to stuff like that. New Vegas does it a bit better, I think, personally. Unfortunately, I have to have the radio off in this playthrough. This game has copyright radio music, especially when we get to New Vegas itself. There's quite a lot of copyright music in this game, unfortunately. No, you can't mark stuff. It's a lot easier to level up in this game as well. You actually get rewards. A bit more rewards. I don't know. This is my favorite folk game though. And I think a lot of Fallout fans, when they get triggered when people say Fallout New Vegas is their favourite, I think a lot of Fallout fans seem to not realise that Obsidian also, okay, Outer Worlds kind of sucks, I don't think it's a good game, but Obsidian also made Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, which is, yeah, very, very good Star Wars game. I would say it's the best dialogue Star Wars game ever, like story-based RPG Star Wars game, easily the best in the whole franchise. Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2, and it was also made by Obsidian. And like this game, that game was also rushed. So it's crazy what old Obsidian could do. I don't like modern Obsidian, but old Obsidian, oof, absolutely amazing games. They actually have good story writing, unlike Bethesda in their games. Sorry, Bethesda, but Todd Howard's, I don't think he's ever hired the best writer. Let's see.
Look at you, walking in here like you're one of us. Don't you know this is Powder Ganger territory? This is, or was, the Big House. New California Republic Correctional Facility. Not much correcting went on here, just slave labor. One day, us prisoners decided to liberate ourselves. Killed the warden, killed the guards, took over the whole damn territory. That'll be Eddie. You can usually find him sitting in the warden's old chair up in the main building. Well, I don't know. Depends on if you can make it worth my time. 100 caps sounds right to me.
Where's the option Where's the option where I...
That's us.
Where's the option where the guy said I can go in for free?
Me? I ran with the toughest gang in the hub.
What?
We've got the biggest, baddest fort in the wasteland. There's... Well...
Fine.
Alright, you can go on in.
Where was it? Yeah, the community patch once again on PC fixes that bug as well. See, usually say I worked with that guy in the town, and he'll be like, okay, go in for free. That's so weird, man. Yeah, that's only bad. I really wish I could play this on PC, but the game just lags, stutters constantly when I have any tabs open on the PC, and I have to stream the tabs open because I can see live chat and stuff like that. It's really weird.
Hello.
And that's no mod fixes that, by the way. I tried. Unfortunately.
Didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place.
Patch does fix that,
not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story? I was a sheriff, believe it or not, for a small town far to the west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow. I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. Fair enough trade if you ask me.
Sure.
I understand that Cook was behind it all. I kept my head down the whole time. Didn't want any part of it. I stuck around, figuring the NCR would show up and put things back the way they were. No sense in making myself look guilty, right? Some kind of anti-NCR rebel. Some people just don't like being pushed around and told what to do. He went north with some of the other guys. Didn't say where. Didn't say why. All I know is he's got some kind of score to settle with the NCR. I'm not quite sure the kind of greeting NCR troopers will give an escaped con like myself. Figure it's better to stay put for now.
I mean, you could change outfit. That's an option.
Right now, Eddie and his boys run the place. They've got the guns and the dynamite.
Good to know that you've got my back.
That was a complete waste of time. There's nothing in here.
Heard there was a new face around. I'm the doctor around here. Sort of. I was an NCR medic for 6 months, so I'm not exactly a doctor. Still, it's more medical training than any of the other guys here. It also gives me an excuse to stay out of any raiding parties. The gang can't lose its only doctor now, can it?
Sure.
Medical supplies go for a decent amount of caps in the right markets. I figured the quartermaster wouldn't notice any missing. I was wrong. Let's see. I've been a farmhand, a bouncer, a bandit, and an NCR trooper. I don't recommend any of them. The location by the highway makes it a good spot to shake down any travelers passing through. That's why Eddie and the rest are still around. Me, I like having big walls between myself and the wasteland.
Okay.
One night, there was a big explosion from the other cell block. I had no idea what was going on, so I took cover in my bunk. When it was all over, the guards were dead and we were free. Most of the other... Sticking around, I see.
So I can not buy medicine from him? No. Guess not.
Dawes said he let somebody in. So you going to give me a reason not to kill you and throw your body back outside? This is Powderganger territory, my territory. Most of the guys around here understand that. One, Chavez doesn't. Chavez formed his own crew and have been hitting traitors on their own. Everybody I've sent after him either got killed or weren't able to catch him. That leaves you. What do you say?
Sure.
Good. Chavez and his boys were last seen south of here. If you're lucky, and he's careless, he might still be there. Why do you care? Answer, you shouldn't. It was all Cook's idea. He and his boys managed to swipe some dynamite and hide it away in their cells. The rest of us just tagged along. Cook's crew headed north while the rest of us stuck around for payback. The NCR called it a work-release prison. We lucky prisoners got the privilege of fixing up the rail lines and blasting rock for new lines. They got sloppy, though. Some of us managed to hide away some dynamite, and look who's in charge now. One mean son of a bitch. Really truly hates the NCR for some reason. And he got a lot of the other guys around to his way of thinking. He and his crew went north. I heard talk about some sort of big plan to get back at the NCR.
What are you looking at? Why? It's because I mess up people so bad they don't know what part goes where when I'm done. Not much. Just killed a bunch of people. Maybe a couple kids, too. Whatever. Dynamite.
Yeah, just saying the exact same dialogue.
I keep an eye on my buddy Eddie. Anybody messes with him and I scramble it.
Okay. Easy enough. Actually, I think it's fast trap resistance stuff. Yeah, it does. Nice. This game actually does get optimized by the Series X, which is quite good. It's not how fast that load time was. I'm glad at least they took the Bethesda games, at least they actually fixed they increased the Bethesda games performance, because Fable 2, I don't know what it is with Fable 2, but that's like the one game, a first party Xbox game, that didn't get any improvements. So weird. Yeah. It's good.
You just walked into the wrong camp, my friend. That's nothing new. Am I supposed to be impressed? All right. Pickings were getting slim around here anyway.
Yeah. Give you anything of value? Dinosaur time. No, not much. Okay. Fast travel, chucking a fall at me, mechanic. Jeez, like I'm jumping. How can I not fast travel when I'm jumping? Seriously, who actually at Bethesda went out of their way to gold that? Seriously, who went their way to gold that? Because that's been a thing since Oblivion. You can't fast travel while jumping for some weird reason. I get if you're like falling, maybe it's kind of as a cheat strategy, but just jumping. I'm gonna start strange. But that's mechanic in Starfield as well. But that'll be a mechanic in Starfield. I don't know if fast. I would imagine Starfield will have some sort of fast travel around planets where you don't use your ship when you're on the planet.
I've been thinking that since you've been good to us, we can be good to you. We got plenty of spare powder and dynamite around. Say the word and we can give you some of it every couple days. We're out at the moment. I'm happy you cleared that up for me. But we've got another situation to worry about. There's a merchant hanging around near the prison. Something feels funny about him, and I want you to deal with him. Shake him down if he's legit, but if not, take him out. Most people already know we run this territory and are usually in a hurry to get out. Not this guy. It's like he wants us to come get him.
Sure. Probably because he's a spy or something.
Better be careful around these parts. I hear there's powder gangers around and dangerous for merchants like me. Well, you see, fuck. I'm really a bounty hunter trying to catch some powder gangers. But they probably saw through me just like you did. I've been hanging around hoping to ambush some of them, but haven't had any success. Yeah, was a stupid idea anyway. See you around. You won't see me around here again.
Easy enough.
What? Good. Had him figured for NCR, one of the Rangers maybe. Anyway, speaking of the NCR, I need you to take a walk down to Prim. The NCR hasn't raised hell over our breakout, and I want to find out why. They're up to something, I can feel it. I know the NCR has troops near Prim, So talk to the locals and find out if any of those troops are going to be coming our way.
Yeah. Easy enough. So then we can start with the location of the main quest as well. I think someone's up there. Yep. I don't actually know there was no way into the town whatsoever. I must have But there was. Get a flag glitch.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Primm is off limits. Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Goodsprings. We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them. We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. You should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass.
I'm Sergeant McGee of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. If you want to talk about something, speak to Lieutenant Hayes. I have no idea. I just go and do what they tell me. I'm from the hub originally, but it's been a long time since I saw it. I'm on my 2nd tour here. Most non-commissioned officers are.
Pretty strange if it's the Caesar's Legion. music on here? Oh, there.
I'm not sure you should be here.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business? Military operations are classified information. The brass is familiar with the situation at the NCRCF. We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing. The mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. Convicts are better armed and organized than our intel initially suggested. I'm trying to get some reinforcements here, maybe some guns with some firepower, but shit. Things are just going slow. Most people just call it NCR. A little bit ago, the convict...
know about this.
Not much. They've taken to calling themselves Powder...
Okay.
They got...
Okay, we already know this. Yeah, it's got nothing else to say. I mean, I'm not skipping the dialogue, but if it's like repeat stuff from earlier, then I'm gonna skip it. It's pretty much how we already know the Powder Gang is. We already know that. We know who the factions are. Pistol, no barrel rifle. I do like you can fill with a pair of guns in this though, which is really nice mechanic. Just there was a biggest problem with 3 was the fact that you needed to have your gun your repair skills at 100 if you wanted to repair a gun fully, which is quite annoying. And a lot of the merchants in the game, the repair skill was like 10. Which is really, really stupid. You can just buy it. To fully repair stuff. Reload bench, let me get some ammo breakdown. We're fine for now. If I was monetized, I mean, we'd probably get demonetized playing a game like this. Yeah, the heads getting chopped off and stuff like that. I do kind of miss gore. I miss gore from the games nowadays as well. Not on modern games don't really have gore now. Sadly. I make worth anything. 50 value each, not bad, you know, I'll take that. I'll sell that. Okay. We're good for now. I haven't tried to fix it, let's see. $55 signs. Pure pot. Alright, 3 pieces of scrap metal, 2 sensibles. Right. Alright, we'll do this later then. We'll do this later when we get skills up then, I suppose. And there's a more interesting companion in that one anyway. You get in the DLC.
I don't know what it was brought you to Primm, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Primm going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost. Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say. I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me? Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps. That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in. Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said sure as lack of rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out.
Interesting.
No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Not for me to say.
I don't think that was actually explained to the other guy. Oh, I think I know who it is. I think I know who it is. It's that guy in the DLC, started the courier and the lonesome. Yeah, I think I know who that is.
Well, now that you've mentioned it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Khan misfits. They was talking about a chip. Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going. I guess
Beagle had some notes he was taking while he was eavesdropping around the Potter gangsters. He'll be your best source of information on that subject. Sure. I might know something, but my memory ain't what it used to be. Sometimes it needs motivating. No need to get upset, youngster. We're all friends here. I swore not to say a word to no one, but an NCR deserter passed through some days ago and traded for supplies. According to him, the NCR has decided enough's enough, and is going to send in a mess of troops to take back the prison any day now.
Okay.
Right now, Beagle is the closest Prim's got to any organized law, but he's still stuck up in Bison Steve. First thing I'd say is get his sorry. That beat up? A courier dropped it off a couple of months back. I got it working for a little while, but the darn thing pooped out. I haven't been able to get it up and running again. I was hoping to use it for some courier work, but that ain't gonna happen. Hell if I know. I don't think it's serious, but my tinkering days are long gone. You're welcome to try. It's yours if you can get it working. If I had my way, I'd dump it in the scrapyard in Novak and be done with the damn thing.
Okay.
Don't go...
Over. Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Prim Slim at your service. Authentic cowpoke and official spokesspot of the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Where have you been, partner? Hiding under a rock? Vicky and Vance were this nation's fourth or maybe fifth most infamous celebrity outlaw couple ever. That's who they was. Prim Slim here can tell you the whole story, if you can spare a minute to hear the tale.
Sure.
Yahoo! I ain't had a chance to tell their tale in a mess of years. First things first, any boss you've heard about Vicky and Vance being copycats ain't nothing but ill-tempered slander. Fact is, they begun their crime spree 2 days before Bonnie and Clyde robbed their first bank. So who was copying who? Now, true, Vicky and Vance didn't exactly cut a wide swath of murder and bank robbery across the central U.S. like Bonnie and Clyde did. It was more like a narrow swath of shoplifting, check cashing fraud, and gas pump drive-offs. But crime is crime. They drove reckless, too. Having lived by the gun, well, Vance owned one anyway, it was only fitting that the duo of desperados would die by the gun. Perhaps it was fate itself that accidentally drove them into a crossfire between police and a gang of bank robbers in Plano, Texas. Or maybe they just didn't notice until it was too late. It's been said that Vicky would have tried to cash a bad check in that bank, had she lived. We'll never know for sure. All we know is that the crossfire tore the car and both occupants to pieces, and the police issued an official apology. You can put your eyes on the genuine death card just over yonder, and there's Vance's machine gun in the case next to it. Prim is a thriving resort community located in Clark County, Nevada, right along Interstate 15. Whether you can't wait till Vegas to try your luck, or want to hit one last jackpot before you leave Nevada, Prim's your place. The town's premier attraction is the world-famous Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum, so you came to the right place, partner. The Bison Steve is one of Prim's less impressive casino hotels. I'd steer clear of that place, partner, if I were you. Rumor is the dealers over there cheap, and that rickety roller coaster is liable to fall down any day because it wasn't built to cold.
Of course.
Why, this is the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum.
Yeah, whatever you say, Rolla. I don't even see the gun. I don't think you can find that gun. What are you gonna do? You know, it's kind of, at least the NPCs see when you're like next to a door that you're not supposed to be at least they're not like the Bethesda games. Like, if this was a Bethesda game, they'd be like, I know this is published by Bethesda, but it's not, the developer's not Bethesda, it's made by Obsidian, right? But if this was a Bethesda game, like, what are you doing near that locked door? What are you doing? Are you trying to cause a crime? Seriously? Like, even if you're standing up next to a locked door, he says, I know you're looking at that door. You look suspicious. I'm like, okay, imagine that happened in real life. You were next to a locked door and everybody was like, whoa, you must be a criminal. I know, right? Imagine someone was talking to you outside the door and some other stranger just came up to you and said, oi, you shouldn't be near a locked door. You look suspicious. That is so unrealistic. Luckily they say that. They literally say that in their games. I hope that ain't a thing in Starfield, man. I hope they've learned their lesson. Because it's so stupid. It's so unrealistic. Such... So, oh, there must be something good in this save. We get another M9. Knuckles. Okay, not an instrument. There's nothing new. No, they're walking on the ship.
Hey there.
It's chest bomb.
Come to the wrong place, traveler. Prim's dying. If you got any sense, you'll be moving on.
Come on, move, bro.
Howdy.
Okay, cash finish. Okay, there's not a lot in here.
Howdy.
It would have been kind of cool if you like once this town turns back to normal, you could like use the casino in here. I would kind of like Vegas. But well, I wonder if that would have been a mechanic. Let's go and get this Debbie, I suppose. Focus on the main quest. Betray Eddie. But that's an option. I might do it, to be honest. Because the Legion don't like the power of the gangers either. Then it would weaken the NCR potential a little bit. Getting rid of them. I wonder if Caesar comments on that. I don't think he does. Oh, we're high level cap optics for this early in the game. Alright, where are you hiding?
Help!
no way repairs the 9mm pistol burst. 10 damage, nice. Nah, the wealthy 10 pistol's actually still better.
Got you now. Come on!
Alright, you're not gonna do much fighting. What are you gonna do? How's that? You got anything better? Flamethrower. I don't know, like flamethrowers are kind of weak. Alright, so I'm not gonna rescue him right now. I'm not gonna rescue this debut right now because I've rescued him before, right? And then I go to the next area and he dies. When he gets in combat, he dies instantly because he just rushes the enemy. I don't even know. I don't even think I can actually go upstairs, to be honest. I don't think I'm high enough. I have a high enough repair skills. And even if I wanted to. Oh, the stairs actually. Maybe I can. I was thinking of another building, I think. I think that you can use the elevator, but... I don't think the shit's that bad in this game. Pretty useful. Yeah, you need to repair after 5 to use them. Doesn't matter, it's just a shortcut. You'll just come back later, I suppose, and I can do this stuff if I really need XP that badly. Seriously, gonna run away, guys? Oh, nice for the keys or something. That's what I like about this game as well, like crit hits will actually kill your target in this. That's probably not That's the big problem with like Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 is like you can be directly up to a target, right? You get a headshot and it literally just nothing you can hit a homing point blank range for a headshot with a shotgun and his head it isn't a one shot for some other reason when they're wearing like no armors. kind of odd. But this game, headshots actually are headshots. It's just little stuff like that. Why this is better than the other 4 games. Tiny stuff like that. Plus the dams is a bit better than this game. The only best of the game I think actually has really, really good balancing is probably Morrowind. The other game's pretty bad. Good way to get money in the early game, pre-order money. Plumbers of it. Slight armor.
What was that?
Where's this guy? Where are you from?
Found you.
I might actually wear that to be. Probably wear that with a helmet, to be honest. Helmet's not got the best protection. Ah, so the key doesn't work for that. I wonder what the key's used for. And they're like saves or something around here. Let's check this out. Gun, okay, let's see. Plasma pistol, not bad. Do that for now. Another Vermite rifle. Be nice if I could find that Vermite scope around here. Yeah, I know where I can get a Vermite rifle scope from any of these float soldiers. Quite good. For now. Nah, maybe in here actually. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep working on getting speech maxed out and battle maxed out. Some skills at 2 minutes. Let's see. Can double bonuses from unit 5 and again 1 additional point from skill boots. The skills gain 2 more skill points every level. I'm actually going to do that right now. Actually, get out of the way. Level 4. That would be useful for get more skill points every level. Yeah, I don't know where this lobster is. It's not the end of the world, so I'll find it. Let's see where this takes us. Does this just leave the building? Yeah, it does. Oh, so it puts us up here, okay. Let's go get the stabby.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb. Why, yes I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free. Indeed I do, good sir. And I would be thrilled to share that information with you as soon as I am released from captivity. Well, you look to be a trustworthy sort. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. I overheard them saying that they're on their way to Novak. If you want to follow them, I strongly suggest that you follow the road through Nipton. There are a lot of dangerous things out in the desert. You won't have me with you to protect you, as I need to stay here and keep Primm safe.
Yeah, like I need your help.
It would be so very... I must say it's been the low point of my career in law enforcement. The powder gangers stole into town at night and murdered my sister and her husband, the sheriff, in bed while I was sleeping in the office. I watched them for a bit, waiting for the right moment to pounce and arrest the lot of them, taking careful notes as I watched. To my dismay, they found me while I waited in the shadows and brought me here. Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here.
Really? Oh, you must have.
Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you find my kidnappers with my help, but without it. You lead the way. I don't plan to come back to the Bison, Steve, much in the years to come. And
Yeah, I've used them for that before. It literally gets killed by like 2 black powder gunners. Just run right into them and get self-kill.
Hey there.
Well, that was quite an... breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Primm. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage? Ah, yes. My memory is much clearer now that I'm free from my bondage. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. I assume that was you? They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novak to meet a contact there.
Okay. Got anything else?
Hello again. Oh, no. I'm just a deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command.
So you didn't want promotion.
It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already. You will? That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing. Although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
Sure. Fair enough. I mean, you actually get someone else as a town sheriff as well.
Howdy.
Any luck finding a... Well, I reckon he could be a sheriff, if you have the skills to reprogram him.
Let's see. Do we have the skills?
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the...
Ooh.
Law enforcement protocols reinstated, partner. Initializing use of force authorization. Authorization found. Yeah! Just mosey on over to the display case and you'll see it plain as day. Right up against that gun. Mint condition, never fired. Have you gone local, partner? I can see the...
Yeah. Oh, I don't have the science skills to do that, unfortunately.
Well, if it isn't the lawbringer. My problem is that I'm no longer a deputy. I'm just a beagle now. Slim's all right. I don't wish him no harm, but the law to him is a set of logic. Not everything is black and white. Not sure a robot can ever understand that.
Pretty sure everybody complains. What is this guy?
Heard it was you brought the law back to Primm, youngster. Hats off to you. Gangers. Bye.
All right. Alright, let's see. Head to Novak through Nipton, so that's the main quest. Okay. So the Nipdax, obviously this is the main quest. We go to Nipton. We'll go to the Nepali outpost first. Can we pick up this ED unit to even take it to the scout layer actually? What's this? Okay, damn. Quite brutal. Can I not bring it? Nah. Nah, just give me the option. I'll get the repair first before I can make it. Oh well. So the NCR. Let's see. So, betray Eddie. I mean, that would be an interesting mechanic between them. So we've got two options. One, I go and help Eddie, but then the NCR come down, then I got to betray the NCR. That's early in the game, which probably would be smart to start shooting the NCR right now, you know? It probably wouldn't end well for me, starting a war with the NCR right now. And I miss out a lot of missions if I did start killing the NCR this early in the game. But you guys all did vote for Caesar's Legion. But we ain't made contact with Caesar's Legion yet, so... Technically I ain't annoying Caesar's Legion by helping the NCR here. So I ain't gonna help the NCR because... for now. Explosives. But I got rid of all the mines. Because I missed one. Because I want to see what's actually in that room.
Hello.
Yeah? Military operations are classified information. I don't remember saying there was going to be an attack on the prison. Yeah? Some powder gangers did you wrong, is that it? Get in line. Still, you do look capable enough, and manpower hasn't been easy to come by. Alright, fine by me if you want to put yourself in harm's way. I'll mark the staging area on your map. Talk to Sergeant Lee.
I don't know he changed his opinion.
Hey.
Okay. Walking like a bunch of criminals, we betray a bunch of criminals, and I mean, that's quite scumbaggy.
I'm Sergeant Lee. Lieutenant Hayes radioed ahead to say you were on the way. We've got surprise on our side, and that's about it. Once we blow a gap in the fence, we've got to pour on the fire and keep them disorganized. Our goal is to take out their leader, some ass bag named Eddie. With the ringleader gone, and that's all the briefing you're...
Okay. If nobody sees me doing it, then they're not gonna get annoyed. True. Anybody else? Tyler was in here. So much to do this fly. Didn't realize you could speak to that guy. Totally down. Nice. That's a nice amount of bottle caps. Dramatic Powdertron.
Hey!
Still using armor rifle. The old armor. It's kind of hoping some of them might have, like, you know, like a better gun than the armor rifle, but yeah, we're not getting lucky. Getting unlucky so far. 14. Guy.
You like that?
Speed shop. Power up. I was trying to figure out if there was a way like I could betray them, but if he didn't know I betrayed them, they wouldn't get angry at me, but nah, they clearly found out. They clearly found out somehow. The armor fight was much better than the armor rifle. Always 40 minutes. We'll put that on 20 minutes, not BS today. I'm going to stream again tomorrow, by the way, since I didn't get a chance, since I was unable to stream on Wednesday. We're doing another stream today. Not today, tomorrow. We'll be streaming on Saturday. You know, I normally don't stream on Saturdays, but I got to 2 Street Fighter streams in a row since I did 2 Mercenary streams in a row, just to make up for it. I'm freaking charging, I got killed. Rip. The NCR armor will be useful though. We need some kind of infiltration shit. Probably should have sailed that rating out. The sergeant seems to always get killed whenever I do this. I think you can rush ahead of him probably. I see what he's hiding in here. What? Oh, what? I thought the key would be used for that. Guess not.
I'm not sure you should be here.
minutes. Sneak. Not bad. The armor's that broken in this game, I bet I consider the good character even though I've made a lot of bad mistakes. I don't actually know what see. I think I'm still neutral. Yeah, the camera on Fallout New Vegas, it doesn't even work. It's like you're always good even if you make evil decisions. Unless you have a mod that fixes it.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
I'm just going to sell some of this stuff. It's just the least I can do. Alright, what? Oh, he's not in. I mean, it's night time.
I won't make any trouble for the gang.
Okay, let's see. This chest updated. At all? No, she's still selling us laser pistol and no damage. Got a lot, 172 caps. So. Let's see, get rid of the dynamite. Don't really care about dynamite. Same with the frag grenades. Where else is she selling? Anything else I want? I mean, I guess I'll buy the Philly. Guess I'll buy them all for sure. Why not? Kill the normal plasma pistols. So. Okay, let's see. Appearance. Let's see. There was just some of the stuff that I ain't gonna wait. Keep it like that. Yeah. I'll be as for now.
Thanks.
How good are we actually doing on caps? I'm not actually joking. How good are we doing on caps? About 1,000 caps. Caps are so easy to get in Fallout New Vegas though. It's not so easy to get. You can get so many caps. Right, so the main quest is it wants us to go to that way. Down south. Right. Alright, chat, I think I'm gonna end it here. Yeah. I'm gonna be ending in like, I was gonna be ending in like the next 15 minutes anyway, but we'll get down there by the time in the next 15 minutes and that'll be us ending anyway, so rather than walking another way down there, I'm just gonna end it here. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it here, right now, right here. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. We'll be streaming this again tomorrow, just because normally I take Saturdays off. Normally I do one playthrough of a stream, then I go to another. Then I do another playthrough of another game, but since I had issues on Wednesday trying to set this up on PC, for which I had to stream this on console unfortunately. I prefer the PC version, because the PC version you can actually fix this game. It's a few issues it's got with it. It's a great game overall. It's not a lot of issues, but it's got a few problems. With mods and stuff, I can fix it. What was I saying? Yeah. That, so I'll be streaming again this tomorrow. It'll be a 2-hour stream, of course, because I got some stuff to do tomorrow, so it'll be a 3-hour stream. As per usual, when I do stream on Saturdays. So we'll do that tomorrow. Then on Sunday, I don't actually know what I do on Sunday. Like, I was thinking of I might start a new series on the channel, because I'm kind of done all the Still Alive series games I want to do. I've still got a few Still Alive series games I want to do for Sunday content, but I've done most of the games that I want to do. So I might do something a little bit different Sunday. I've not made my decision. I won't actually know until after I've completed tomorrow's stream, because I wanted to check the player base on somebody's private servers first before I make my decision if I'm going to do that as a stream or not. So I can't tell you what game. I don't know what game it's gonna be, but we'll see. We'll see. Then on Monday we'll finish off Mercenaries, and maybe I won't complete Mercenaries on Monday, but we should get very, very, very close to the end of the game. Then Wednesday next week, of course, we'll continue Fallout Vegas up to part 3 because I'm streaming tomorrow. Then on Thursdays we'll either finish Mercenaries, and if we complete Mercenaries on Monday, if I complete it on the Monday, then we'll be starting God of War 2 on the channel next Thursday. Then of course on the Friday will be this game again, part 4. But anyway, I will see you all next time, chat. And I need to remember, I'm streaming on console, I'm streaming on PC, so I don't need to tab at the game. I'll see you all next time. Peace out.